Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I'm your crime narrator, and today I've got a chilling story for you. It's a tale of trust, betrayal, and a crime that'll leave you stunned. Back in March 2023, Lily Carter was a bright, trusting 19-year-old. She was super close to her family, especially her mom, but she kept some secrets even from her. One Friday night, without a word, she slipped out of her house and hopped into a silver Toyota. That night, Lily's life was about to unravel in the worst way. She had no clue about the danger lurking ahead. This case is about a brutal murder that left investigators scratching their heads. It's a messy love triangle and some wild accomplices who went too far. Let's dive in. Lily Carter and her mom, Jenna, didn't have big plans that Friday, March 10th, 2023. They started the day late, heading out from their home in Elton, Nebraska, to grab some groceries in the afternoon. They had burgers for lunch, ate dinner later, and climbed into Jenna's bed to watch a movie. When it finished past midnight, Jenna figured that was it for the night. But Lily had something else in mind. Out of nowhere, Jenna got a ping from the TrackSafe app she used to keep tabs on Lily's phone. Lily had just left the house. The living room camera caught her slipping out minutes before. Her phone screen lit up like she'd gotten a text or call. Who it was from? No one knows. Jenna wasn't thrilled and fired off a text. "Are you serious right now?" "Be back soon," Lily shot back. But she didn't come back. Jenna kept texting, begging her to return, watching her dot move on the app. Lily was heading southwest toward Pinewood Park, then looped back toward Elton. By 1 a.m., she seemed to be at some condos near home. Then her location vanished. Jenna hit her up on Snapchat, pleading with her to turn it back on. "On my way, and almost there," Lily replied. "Keep the door unlocked." But the replies dragged, and her words felt off, longer, not her usual style. It was a tiny shift Jenna didn't catch then. Her calls went unanswered, her pleas ignored. Lily's location never came back online. Later, Jenna realized she hadn't been texting her daughter. It was her daughter's killer. The last ping from Lily's phone wasn't from her. It was an SOS from her phone's crash detection, hitting at 3 a.m. with a location tag. Jenna rushed out into the night and found the phone smashed, face down, missing its case, by the Route 52 on-ramp. All recent data was wiped. Next morning, Clara Evans was parked by the lake at Willow Bend, about 40 minutes north of Elton. She was sketching the scenery when a panicked couple flagged her down. They'd spotted a body in the bushes, but weren't sure it was real. Clara checked it out and dialed 911. "What's your emergency?" "I'm at Willow Bend, and there's a body that looks dead." "The lake at Willow Bend?" "Yeah, near the benches by the gazebo. It's a girl in her underwear." "Is she breathing?" "Doesn't look like it." "Face down?" "Yeah." "Was she in the water?" "No." "Anything else around?" "No, but she's got marks on her back, like slashes." That body was Lily Carter's. Norton County cops found her face down, arms limp, with cuts across her back. The coroner said she'd been strangled. She had stab wounds and slashes too. Her hands and wrists had tie marks, though she was found nearly bare, just in crooked underwear. No signs of assault. They figured most, maybe all, of her injuries came after she was gone. It looked staged, like a fake assault. But up close, the scene screamed planning. The spot around Lily was calm, no blood, no struggle. Cops reckoned she wasn't killed at Willow Bend. She'd been dumped there. Lily Carter was born in Fremont Hills in November 2004, daughter of Jenna and Marcus. She went to Crestview High and tried a semester at Pine Ridge Community College. She wanted to work in healthcare, maybe with kids in a clinic. But her grades tanked after a year, and she dropped out. With a slight learning delay, Lily's mind lagged behind her age. She had a 19-year-old's body but thought like a 12 or 13-year-old. It shaped her choices, and her open heart left her vulnerable. While her pals moved on to jobs or school, Lily adored animals and volunteered at the Norton County shelter. She was warm and bubbly. Her family said she'd talk to anyone, feared nothing, and loved without limits. That night, March 10th, after bolting from home, Lily told her frantic mom she was with friends. Minutes later, she posted a Snapchat video from the back of a car, singing a tune with a big smile, even if she flubbed the words. Lily's murder rocked Elton. A vigil came days later to honor her light and free spirit. As Jenna grieved, she handed Lily's phone to the cops with all its tracking info. They saw she'd been at Pinewood Park when her smartwatch logged a spiking heart rate before cutting out. They believed that's where she died, before her phone pinged back to Elton at 1 a.m., then hit its last stop. Suspicion quickly landed on Lily's ex, a 19-year-old named Bryce Nolan. Bryce, or Noel to his crew, met her on an app and dated her for 2 months until late January 2023. He was her first love, and she was crushed when he dumped her. It got ugly when Lily learned Bryce was back with his ex, Kayla, who was pregnant. They traded heated Facebook messages over the split. Once, Lily even threatened to call the cops. Turns out Kayla wasn't the only one expecting. Lily's autopsy showed pregnancy hormones. She'd been pregnant recently or still was. A secret she might have held tight or spilled to Bryce before the end. No one else knew. The day Bryce grabbed his stuff from Lily's place after the breakup, she got a nasty text from an unknown number. "I hate you and your kin. You're not safe." She reported it to Elton police, but they couldn't trace it. Jenna, though, had a hunch. It was Bryce Nolan, the only dark spot in Lily's world. After that 3 a.m. crash alert on March 11th, Bryce was Jenna's first call. He claimed he hadn't seen or talked to Lily, saying he stuck to Jenna's rules and never met her without permission. That was a lie. He told detectives the same: no contact, no relationship. Another lie they could bust. Traffic cams caught Bryce's silver Toyota rolling into Elton to grab Lily that night. More cams tracked it to Pinewood Park, then north on Cedar Lane back toward Elton, near her house and the condos her location pinged. Then it headed to Willow Bend. His phone backed it up. His last stop before home was a fast stop in Fremont Hills, where cameras caught him and another guy stepping out of the Toyota, buying snacks. With a warrant in hand, cops searched the Toyota while Bryce, waving a lawyer, talked to detectives. They found a hunting knife by the driver's seat, packaging for 2 more knives, a jagged-edged blade, and a half-used roll of tape up front. But the trunk told Lily Carter's grim final chapter. Inside a plastic bag, a bloody teal hoodie, black jeans Lily loved, a stained smartwatch band, gloves from a Walmart run with a receipt listing 2 more knives, tape with Lily's hair stuck on, her phone case, and a chunk of climbing cord. That cord, they figured, ended her life. "I heard your story and wanted it to match the facts so bad, but it didn't," they told Bryce. "That's why I pushed you hard. I thought maybe you were here to confess, but you didn't give us the truth." "They said I could leave if I wanted, and it's too much now," Bryce said. "Your choice. Come back and talk anytime, we'll listen," detectives replied. When Bryce spoke again, he flipped it, pinning it on a guy with him that night, a new buddy named Zane Parker. Zane didn't know Lily. Bryce said it started as a chill hangout, with Zane just along for the ride. But it turned dark when Zane thought Lily had cash, sparked by her talk of buying Bryce gifts like a new Xbox. I asked, "What'll you get me on Amazon?" She said clothes and maybe an Xbox. Zane goes, "Wow, you must have cash to burn on him." She said, "Yeah, 'cause I care." Then Zane's like, "Let's take a drive." He whispered something, and I asked what. Didn't catch it, but he said, "Can we talk alone?" Bryce said Zane pulled a gun and took over. Zane told him to tie Lily with the tape. "Maybe we can get ransom," he said. He told me to grab the tape and tie her hands. I thought he was kidding, but he aimed the gun at me and said, "Do it." I tied her, Bryce claimed. Lily asked what was up, and he said, "I don't know." Zane jumped in the back, hit her, and took her phone. She said, "My mom can see me," while he hit her. I knew it was true, so I turned off one tracker but left another on, hoping he wouldn't notice, Bryce said. He drove back to Elton from Pinewood Park near Lily's place to tip off her mom. When Jenna texted, Zane saw it. He said drama queen call, and asked who. She said, "My mom." He grabbed the phone, texted she was coming, and to leave the door open, Bryce said. I told him, "Stop, let her go." She was crying, calling me from the back, but I couldn't. He had the gun and her phone. Bryce claimed when they hit Willow Bend and parked, he shut off the car and waited while Zane dragged Lily off. He couldn't stop it. I couldn't hear or see, couldn't leave, just sat by the car praying it'd end. Detectives weren't sold. If Zane forced him at gunpoint, why not report it? I wanted to but couldn't. I crashed out and had nightmares, Bryce said. DNA and prints on the Toyota gear pointed to Zane Parker, not Bryce. They raided Zane's place. In his attic room, they found more cord like the car's. Lily's bracelet sat by his bed. Zane's brother lived there too. Cops found a knife under his mattress, a box with a holster and ammo, and a chest of blades. The 18-year-old got nabbed, charged with murder alongside Bryce Nolan. No DNA from Bryce in the trunk raised questions, but other clues tied him in. Fremont Hills Walmart cams showed 3 guys shopping: Bryce, Zane Parker, and 18-year-old Cole Ramsey. They grabbed 3 knives and gloves. Cole said they planned the murder, but he bailed last minute, his phone placing him at his girlfriend's during the crime. Cole faced charges for injury and conspiracy. Bryce and Zane pleaded not guilty, locked up in county jail. Bryce pushed for a fast trial, kicking off in October 2023. Evidence will show a night that went from light to pitch black, prosecutors said. It went down at Pinewood Park, where their sick plan played out. They didn't see her as human. She suffered big time. You'll wonder why, but it doesn't add up. They staged it to look different, or for some wild reason no one gets. Bryce's defense said he was there but didn't act. With Lily's pregnancy news, prosecutors thought she'd told Bryce. Jobless, he lived with Kayla at his Aunt Rita's place. Kayla was pregnant too. They figured Bryce roped in Zane and Cole to kill Lily, thinking he'd fathered both kids and wanted just one. Did he know her secret? She never told Jenna. Defense said Lily might not have known either. Kayla testified about Bryce's motives. We got back together at my place. She called him, and I said, "Who's your guy?" She said, "Bryce." I told him to pick, her or me, Kayla said. He picked me. Defense asked if Bryce wasn't Kayla's baby's dad and knew it when Lily died. If so, Lily's pregnancy didn't block his future with Kayla. March 10th, 2023, living at Rita's. Were you pregnant? Yeah, Kayla said. Whose was it? Didn't know. Thought it might be Bryce's? Yeah. He thought so too? Yeah. When'd you find out? DNA test with family services after the birth. So he didn't know for a while. Right. He's not the dad, is he? We don't know, never tested him. Friends shared what the trio said. Mia Keller, Zane's pal, said on March 11th he had big news. I locked my door, said, "What?" "I'm tired." He said, "I gotta tell you." I said, "Spit it out." He said, "I killed someone." Who? Why? That girl Lily. With who? Why? Noel, it had to happen. Mia waffled when pressed. I blanked at first, then thought I told cops he was solo. Jake Preston, 19, said he was with Mia, Zane, and Cole in a van on March 10th. Cole said he, Zane, and Noel planned a killing that night. Didn't know if he was serious. He jokes about that stuff, Jake said. Defense poked at his recall. Memory shaky? Yeah. Remember Cole saying that today? Not really, someone jogged it. Evan Brooks knew Bryce via his cousin Cole. Said Bryce told him not to tell his mom about Zane. They got in messes together. But he wasn't sure Bryce said it. You said Bryce told you in the van, "Don't tell your mom." Right? Yeah. That he and Zane got in trouble? Yeah. Who said it? Not sure. Witnesses were iffy, but digital proof wasn't. Bryce's phone had Walmart searches for masks and gloves, maps to Pinewood Park and Willow Bend hours before grabbing Lily. Pics showed Zane in Mia's attic with Lily's bracelet, and Zane in Bryce's car with a BB gun peeking out. Prosecutors said that's what spooked Bryce into helping. The clincher, a photo of Lily, taped mouth, bloody nose, tears streaming. He had a lot going. An old flame rekindled, a girl he ditched with a secret, an ultimatum, prosecutors said. March 10th, 2023, Bryce had a history with Lily Carter. She wanted a future, he didn't. With Zane, they choked her, stripped her, carved her up, and left her dead. by a frigid Nebraska lake on a bitter March night. Final arguments wrapped at noon on the trial's last day. 2 hours later, the verdict dropped. State of Nebraska versus Bryce Nolan. Count 1, guilty, first-degree murder. Count 2, guilty, first-degree kidnapping. Count 3, guilty, felony conspiracy. Jury signed off. Jenna spoke at sentencing. You broke every rule I gave you dating her. She loved you, but you didn't honor or protect her, or this wouldn't have happened. Wrong mom, wrong family to cross. Sorry you never felt you belonged with us. Now I see you couldn't handle a tight, loving crew. Sorry you missed out on that strength. No family here for you today. Maybe you're the issue, not us. Bryce got life, no parole. I can't thank this team enough. They're incredible, Jenna said. I'm ready to keep fighting for Lily's justice with them. She'll be remembered for her light. Long road, but we're here for right. A bit of peace, but not finished. Zane Parker's trial's set for February 2024. Cole Ramsey's was slated for November 2023, but bumped to March. That's the heartbreaking tale of Lily Carter. Thanks for sticking with me. Shout out to members Patrice Lemoyne and Charlie Reese for joining the crew. I'm your crime narrator. Catch you next time. This is your fix, maybe a fresh spark. Hit the comments, drop a thought, subscribe, smash that like. Love your vibe. Feels like the world's hooked on true crime. They run, but it's no sprint. Tough to vanish clean. I'm your Sherlock, setting it straight, pipe in hand, doing it right. Another case you crave. See you soon.